because I'm not sure where this investigation is going to take us. If there's more drugs in the car, if there's guns in the car, I don't know.
Addiction is not to be taken lightly. Those selling and transporting contraband seldom think about the consequences of their actions.
I got somebody coming. You guys can get up off the ground here in just a minute. We'll adjust the cuffs, okay?
From someone trying to smuggle a large amount of contraband to someone getting caught because of their carelessness. Here are some incidents where the police had to deal with people in possession of contraband.
Huh? Yes, sir. Turn around right now. Here's behind your back.
The first incident is caused by two men. On May 26, 2022, state police conducted a traffic stop on a semi-truck. During his search of the cabin, he found a suspicious box. Upon opening it, a large amount of contraband worth $2 million was discovered. The officer first inspects the lock on the trailer. He then went inside the cabin and talked with the driver. He asked for the necessary documents from the driver. The officer is told that there is another man in the back of the cabin. He then inquires why the second man was in the vehicle.
Friend's truck. Okay, you gotta get out, stay out of that left lane out there, okay? You got CDL? Okay, you got CDL, sir? Go. I don't want to drop that. You got registration, sir? Yes, sir. So you driving for a friend?
Yeah, my friend's the owner.
Owner of VR Kit?
Yeah, the owner of VR Kit.
You in here?
No, it's the song.
Team driver? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm Ali.
Hello. How you doing? So you guys are team drivers?
No, this the
Huh?
the new driver license, the permit.
You're not driving yet?
No.
Why are you here then? Why are you in the truck?
Oh, my phone.
Okay. Showing him how to do it? Is that what he said? He's you out of there? Okay. Yeah.
The officer then questioned the driver about the company and where he resided. The driver told him that the trailer belonged to him, but the truck belonged to a friend. Upon inquiring, he said that his truck was having engine issues.
So you live in Miami?
Yes.
And the company's at Orlando?
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando? And whose trailer is that?
Huh?
Whose trailer is that?
Yeah, for me.
That's your trailer? Okay. So your friend's truck or your trailer? Okay. You don't have a truck?
Yeah, my truck is broken.
Oh, what
The
happened?
motor is broken.
What happened? Motor?
Yeah.
What kind of motor you got?
Yeah, this is the truck.
Oh.
The cop then asked about the contents of the trailer. He then asked for the logbook, but the driver denied having one. The officer then went out to check the lights of the truck. He then instructed the passenger to exit the vehicle. He then asked him if there were any contraband in the cabin.
What's in the trailer today, sir? What's inside the trailer?
It's freezer. Huh? Freezer. Minus 10. It's like milk. It's going to Starbucks.
This one now?
It's going to Starbucks.
Okay.
Going to
Where'd you guys pick it up from?
Phoenix. The things.
You have your logbook, sir? Huh?
Yeah, I have the logbook.
No logbook? Why not?
Huh?
No? Do you have a logbook? You got a logbook? Why not? You guys don't write the logbook? Do you have one you can fill out right now?
Right now?
You have a logbook you can fill out?
Yeah, I have the, no.
Well, let me see. So you stay in Phoenix for 5 days? At the truck stop?
Yeah, the truck stop.
Can you get a load? Let's check all the lights. Thank you. I'm gonna check that fire signature there. Inside the truck. They're okay if I search it? Huh? They're okay if I search the truck and the trailer? They're okay with it? Why don't you go back there and hang out with him for a few minutes?
The officer then started searching the cabin. During the search, he found a suspicious cardboard box. When he opened the box, he found contraband. He immediately went back and apprehended the passenger. The passenger kept asking why he was being arrested.
Huh? Yes, sir. Turn around. Right now. Hands behind your back. Don't move. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Good. No se mueva. Manos arriba. Hey, chill. I don't know what's wrong. You tell me.
You tell me why you putting handcuffs on me.
I'll let you know here in just a minute. I'll get you back.
Did I make a call?
Yep.
The officer then apprehended the driver. He then read Miranda rights to both of the men. The passenger then asked if he could talk to his father and the mother of his child. The officer told him he could call them later.
Manos arriba. Manos arriba.
You don't tie these already?
They're not tight.
Look at this one.
I will adjust them here in a minute.
I'm not gonna do nothing stupid.
Okay. Are you up? Sit down. Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. Siéntese. Siéntese.
See a little bit of the right.
It's not tight. I can put my finger in there. Just the way your hand is. There you go. Good? We'll adjust them when somebody else gets here.
You can't put it on the
You're
front.
twisting your... Huh?
You can't put it on the front.
When somebody else gets here. Okay?
Did I make a call?
Yeah, yeah. I got somebody coming. You guys can get up off the ground here in just a minute. We'll adjust the cuffs, okay?
What is it?
So I got somebody else coming. I need to read you your rights. You have the right, before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and to have him with you during questioning. If you can't afford a lawyer now, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to the lawyer. Do you understand your rights? And he said, just yes or no. Yeah?
Don't
worry about it. I don't have a Spanish one, so we'll get you one later.
I'm sorry. Can I get my phone number? My phone? So I can make a call? This is it?
Who you gonna call?
Oh my God, this is it.
Okay, I'll call him.
And my baby mama.
Your baby?
Yeah, my baby mama. Is that right?
You say your baby mama?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit, okay?
He told both of the men that backup officers were on their way. He then tried to inquire about the contraband, but they refused to talk about anything. Furthermore, he also informed them that he stopped them for a regular commercial vehicle inspection.
Could I smoke a cigarette? Real quick?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the other guy to get here. We're about 3 minutes away.
We're not trying to do nothing stupid.
I hope not.
We're calm over here. We're chilling.
All right.
If we phone call and that's it.
Okay. You want to talk to me about anything that's going on today?
No, I don't know why you pulled us over.
Okay. Well, I do commercial vehicle inspections. That's why I stopped you guys. Okay.
The officer then informed them that he found contraband. After additional officers arrived at the scene, the initial officer showed them the contraband. The officers were able to find another box of contraband. The officers then confiscated the boxes.
I'm gonna be up front. Looks like there's some drugs in the truck. Okay. So I don't know if you guys want to cooperate with us or not. If you don't want to make any statements, that's fine.
We know what's in the truck.
Okay. Are you able to translate if I ask him something?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask him if he wants to cooperate with this investigation. Can you ask him that? What do you say?
Like what? What do you want?
Okay. We'll stop it there for now. Feel like weed in here, don't it?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, these two boxes, it's right there. Now it's covered up like this. So I'll take a couple pictures of that.
Still use your camera?
Yeah.
It does smell like weed in here.
That one side right there. We can bring those out. If you want to grab one, I'll grab the other. Where's the other box at? Okay, cool.
Both of the men were charged with possession for the purpose of trafficking. While the men were caught due to the vigilant effort of the officer, our next individuals were caught because of their carelessness. But before that, let's see why it is never a good idea to eat while driving, especially if there is contraband in the vehicle.
What's that? I'm just asking you.
Oh, yes.
I can search it?
What?
A careless woman named Miss Russell takes center stage for our second incident. On December 19th, 2018, in Georgia, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle. The officer noticed the driver was eating chicken wings. After suspicion, the officer brought out a K9 unit and discovered contraband and the officer initiated the traffic stop. He asked for the driver's license from the woman. He explained to her why he stopped her. Furthermore, he then inquired about her. Meanwhile, another officer arrived at the scene.
With the sheriff's office here, you got a driver's license? That dinner smells good. All right, Miss Russell, is this your car? It is? Okay. The reason why I'm being stopped is we had some investigators with the sheriff's office that were on the interstate and they saw your car kept crossing over the line. We want to make sure you're safe to drive. Where are you headed to? Where's home? Okay, you got a little bit of a drive. Where are you coming from? Oh, up in Atlanta? Okay. I got you. All right. See that deputy on your side? Will you just step out and talk to him?
The officer then patted her down for security reasons. He then asked her if she had anything to drink. The woman told the officer that she was swerving on the road because she was eating.
All right, it's easy for me to talk to you out here, okay? You don't have no weapons in your pockets, do you? I'm just going to pat your pockets, okay? Okay, have you had anything to drink today? Alcohol? Are you on prescription medication for anything? No? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out why you're all over the road, okay?
Oh, I was eating.
Oh, you were eating?
I was eating.
Okay. I got you. All right, is your driver's license valid? Okay. Anything illegal in the vehicle? Okay. All right. No weapons, money, drugs? No? You seem hesitant.
No, I was just saying no.
Okay.
That noise from the traffic.
Oh, the noise from the traffic. Okay, so nothing's in your vehicle that's not supposed to be in there. Okay. I got you.
He asked her if he could search the vehicle. After hesitation, she denied him permission. The officer then went in his cruiser to check her ID.
You have a problem with me searching your vehicle?
Yes, because I need to know what's the call.
What's that? I'm just asking you.
Oh, yes.
I can search it?
No, I mean, what for what?
Okay. Well, I'm just asking you.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
I mean, yeah. I'm saying, I was saying, what's the call?
Okay, well, I'm just asking you. You say you're eating, that's why you're failing to maintain lane. I just want to make sure you're not drinking in the car. You don't have any open containers, nothing like that. Okay.
You should be able to smell it if I had open containers.
Well, not all the time, especially with all this traffic going by. So yes or no, can I search your car? Okay. All right, just come back here for a minute, stand by my car, okay? Stand right there.
While the officers were running a background check, a K9 unit arrived at the scene. The police dog then circled the vehicle. The K9 unit gave positive signs for contraband. Upon a second positive sign, the officers handcuffed the woman.
I'm going to write her a written warning for the failure to maintain lane. Current Class D.
You hold me out of this. Team on Newton, reference standby with 95.
It takes longer to do it out of state tag.
General RPD heading for a lane. Car by subject in the woods, riding the scene. He does not want to be, just wants to lane.
Look, I'm going to use 2 handcuffs on you, okay, so it'll be more comfortable. I'm going to put 2 pairs of handcuffs on you so it'll be more comfortable for you. Look, turn your hand in, like turn your hand that way. There you go. I don't want these to tighten up and hurt you. 165, 100, I'm 1095.
Here, everybody, y'all come on down here.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you roll my window up and stuff?
Yes, ma'am. We'll make sure your stuff doesn't get ruined.
She was then placed inside a police cruiser. The officers searched her vehicle and eventually found contraband in the boot. The officer then read Miranda rights to her.
Look, just a word of advice, when you sit down in there, try to pick your hands up a little bit on your back. And when you get in there, you can lower them back down.
They advise they have been on his property. However, he says he doesn't want me.
You need a mask for anything?
180.
10
All right, Miss Russell, I got to read you something, all right? You are Miss Russell, right? Okay. All right. This is your Miranda warning. You probably heard it on TV a bunch of times, okay? But I got to read it to you, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand? Okay.
Miss Russell was charged with 2 counts of possession for the purpose of distribution. As mentioned before now, we will see what happens when someone is careless while in possession of illegal objects.
Sir, do you have a weapon?
No, sir.
Okay, no firearms. Just a little bit of weed. All right, we're good.
The next incident is caused by 2 men named Gavin and Mitchell. On March 5th, 2021, in Roswell, officers smelled a strong odor of marijuana coming from a vehicle standing in a drive-through line of a fast food restaurant. They immediately conducted a traffic stop. The officers approached the vehicle and initiated their investigation. He informed them about the reason for the traffic stop. He inquired if any of the 2 men had any firearms in the vehicle, or any further contraband besides. The officer then asked about the driver's license and ID.
Hey fellas, how y'all?
How you doing?
Good. The reason I stopped you, man, is that weed's loud coming through, you know what I mean?
Been smoking, but not no
I
more.
feel you. Okay. You have your driver's license with you, sir? Y'all got any weed in the car? Just that blunt right there?
Yep.
Just a roach?
No, I got some in my bag.
You straight?
Yeah.
Is it a lot?
No.
Okay. Any weapons in the car, guys? No, sir. Sir, do you have a weapon?
No, sir.
Okay, no firearms. Just a little bit of weed. All right, we're good. You're good. I got to make sure, man. That's why I'm asking you if you guys are straight. We're all right. All right.
What, you was in the drive-thru too?
Yeah, man, that weed's so loud behind. I can smell it all the way back here. What's that, brother?
Receive Bravo 1.
I couldn't hear you, sir.
I got my wrong license.
You have it through another state or something, sir?
Yes, sir.
That's fine. Do you have a valid Georgia license?
No, sir.
What do you have a license through? Which state?
Kentucky, sir.
Kentucky. Is this your vehicle? Is this a rental?
Yes, sir.
It's a rental? Okay. You can hand me what you got right there. Thank you, sir.
63289.
Code 4. So, you have a driver's license through Kentucky? This is just your ID card?
Yeah, I read the wrong one.
That's right. But you have a license, right?
Yes.
You're on private property, so it doesn't matter to me if you have a license or not. If it's suspended or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're on private property. I didn't see you on the roadway.
I got a license.
Okay, awesome. Do you have your ID with you, sir?
Yeah.
Can I get it for me?
The officer noticed an open bottle and inquired if the drink was alcoholic. Mitchell replied that it was only a Sprite. He then noticed a bottle of alcohol. He advised them to keep it in the back and not by the passenger's seat.
What's in that bottle right there, sir? That's an open container. I guess. The Sprite?
Yes, sir.
Not lean or nothing? Let me see right quick.
No, sir. That was gone anyway.
You're right. Is that just an open? What do you got? Just a little bit of wine or something?
1738.
What is that? Brandy or whiskey?
Nah, it's cognac.
Cognac? All right.
I'll
Anytime,
give you
you guys, anytime you're gonna have a container of alcohol like that, keep it in the trunk. All right, don't have it up front. Don't be drinking even though you're in the passenger seat. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
He then asked why they were in the area. Later, he collected the bag that contained the marijuana and proceeded to search it. Another officer assured the 2 men that they were not under arrest. He then searched Mitchell for contraband.
What brings y'all up here from Kentucky?
number is
My brother.
Yeah.
He live in Sandy Springs, yes, sir.
Okay.
And you know it's All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, yep.
But that's it.
Okay.
Got family here.
I feel you. This bag right here has a marijuana in it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you hand that to me, please.
189 for all.
All right, y'all hang out for a second. There's an officer right there who's going to talk to you, okay?
Radio to 2 Victor 1, 89 for all. 1 Echo 1, 89 for both.
Here, sir, step out here for just a second. You're not under arrest, okay? So don't get all freaked out, all right?
1 Bravo 1, 89 for both. Cook 1.
That's all you guys, is that little bit, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where y'all staying at?
At Best Western.
This one over here?
Received
On
officer.
Holcomb Bridge?
Right down the
Okay, you don't have anything in your pockets, brother? It's okay if I search your pockets? Cool. Spin around for me real quick. Put your hands right here for me. There you go. Whatever you got in your hand, just put it up. Just napkin? Yeah, throw it up there for me. Nice. Put your hands right here for me. Behind your back. There you go, like that.
Damn, are you locking me up or no?
I ain't saying you're locking you up. I'm searching you, sir. This is how I search people. Widen your legs for me, sir. Real wide. There you go. Come off the car for me. Here, lean back for me, bro. Thank you. What's that, just a necklace? Yes, sir. Well, you wouldn't be the first person to say I ain't got nothing on me, right? You know what I mean?
I've been honest with you.
Yeah, well, I got to check, right?
Yes, sir.
Drop $1 bill there. What was all that?
It's $1.
How much is there?
It's like $35.
What kind of work you do?
Oh, okay.
You cut hair? You're a barber? Yeah. All right, you're good. Thanks, man. Grab that $1 bill down there. I don't want you to get that lost, all right?
The officer asked Gavin if their vehicle would be searched. He also explained to him why they would search it. He then informed him that he was investigating a contraband violation.
Hey, sir. So, no, in just a minute you can, okay? I am going to search the car based off the odor. If there's anything else in here, just be straight with me. Now would be the time. We're going to search the car. So I'm giving you the opportunity. He had a little bit of weed on him. I'm straight with that. I'm not going to take nobody to jail over a little bit of weed, okay? But I am going to search the car. If I find anything else in here, nobody told me about it, and it's a crime, y'all are going to go to jail for it. So I just want y'all be straight with me. I'm straight with you, all right? And y'all have a good night. What's up? I'm sorry, sir? No, I'm just explaining what I'm doing so you don't get caught off guard, you feel me? Okay. The only reason we're doing this is because y'all smoke in the car and it smells, so you're driving on the streets. I don't want to make sure you're not impaired and you're going to go hurt somebody, you know what I mean? All right. Hold on a second, man. I'll get you out of the car in just a second, brother. You good? Who else is close? Nah, just 632. You got one more unit. No, sir, you can't make a call. I'm currently investigating a drug violation. Because you're currently under investigation, sir. We're on a traffic stop. You want to be? I can surely do that for you. I'm just letting you know you can't use your cell phone right now because there's a drug investigation going on, okay? I can't let you make a phone call.
As Mitchell was not from the area, the cop then proceeded to explain the local law to him. He told him that it was a misdemeanor and not a felony. He added that he would not allow him to make phone calls.
Get with him. Where are you from? Kentucky? Okay. Well, then I'm explaining it to you, okay?
That's why I was asking her, because I didn't know if it was a felony.
It's not a felony, but I'll take you to jail for misdemeanor all day.
Okay.
It's also a city ordinance violation, okay?
Yes, sir.
So
I'm asking. I don't know how the law is.
That's how it is. That's why I'm explaining it to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right now, we have a lot of cash, okay? I'm not at liberty to allow you to make phone calls right now because I'm not sure where this investigation is going to take us. If there's more drugs in the car, if there's guns in the car, I don't know. At this point, I'm going to say you're not going to make any phone calls at the moment, okay? You're not going to go to jail. If that's all you have, you're good to go. You guys will be out here and you're going to have a great night, okay? That's where we're at.
Alpha 115.
Another officer arrives at the scene. The initial officer instructed him to search the driver. The passenger tried to voice his displeasure, but the officer quickly shut him down. He then began searching the vehicle. The officer was able to locate 2 loaded handguns in the vehicle.
I'm going to pull him out. You want to do a search on him? They got 38D in the car, large amount of cash. You do a search on him. We're going to, based off of odor, and then he's got a bag of weed in the car.
Okay. All right, man. You said about for me?
That's not a bag full of weed, sir.
My man, I said there's a bag of weed in there. I know what a big bag. I worked narcotics for most of my career. I know what a lot of weed looks like, and that's not it.
Hands to the car. Your feet, support. Anything in your shoes?
What you was the handlers in the drive-thru, sir?
Yeah. Just trying to get something to eat and go home, man. Y'all interrupted it because you're smoking weed in the car.
We was been done smoking.
Well, it still stinks, doesn't it? You know why people get caught? Because weed stinks, man, unfortunately.
Man,
You gonna smoke weed?
We wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, you were. You driving around smoking in the car.
We wasn't smoking no more, son.
We can argue all day and we can just go to handcuffs and I'll take you.
I'm sorry,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't
I mean, you're
like
arguing with me. I'm the one that's cutting you the break right now, right? Didn't I just say we're straight if you got a little bit of misdemeanor weed?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because I'm cool like that. Otherwise, I could just give you a ticket or take you to jail. Whatever.
Sorry.
All right. Sir, if you just stay in the back of the car for me real quick, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. We're gonna have a 69. Hold on a second, watch them. I got it.
The officer immediately apprehended Gavin, while another officer apprehended Mitchell. Both of them were immediately handcuffed. Other officers escorted both of them to police cruisers. After the arrest, it was discovered that both of them were convicted felons. Mitchell was convicted of third-degree burglary, while Gavin was convicted of second-degree burglary.
Alright, pull up your knees and make your chest. There you go. Alright, we're gonna roll over onto them, okay? There you go. Alright, so now.
I do not have a cage. You can put them in your car temporarily.
Okay.
6:32. I got 2 detained.
Here's the 2 detained.
Set the world on fire again, huh?
On the way home getting Chick-fil-A.
2019.
Sweet.
The officer asked Mitchell if he was a convicted felon. Upon confirming that he was one, the officer informed him that he would be going to jail. Mitchell, however, denied any knowledge about the firearms.
I didn't say it yet.
Yeah,
so
so
am I going to jail?
Well, are you a convicted felon?
Yeah.
You
I'm
are?
I'm not no felon. I'm not on probation.
Oh, that's cool. But you ever been convicted of a felony of any sort in your life?
Yeah.
You have? Okay, yes, sir. You're going to jail. Both of y'all be going to jail for possession of firearm by a convicted
But
felon.
I have. I ain't,
There was
I
2
ain't-
firearms in the car, one
I
right in
ain't
front of
know
you. There's a
nothing about that.
magazine in the center console. So
I don't know nothing about that.
you're gonna have to take that up with the district attorney's office, sir. But you're right in the middle of where you were sitting, right in front of you. There's 2
Yeah.
firearms. So
I'm saying though, possession ain't that 9 cents of the law. I don't got possession. It's not my car.
you're sitting in front of it. You have $3,500 in cash in your pocket and a backpack. Okay.
I'm saying,
Can I
though,
just-
Hey, I'm just telling you, you
I've been
are in the
honest with
proxy.
you the whole time.
No, you weren't. I told you all asked if there's a gun.
I didn't know it was a gun in the car. I ain't
There's
know
2
it.
of them in there, and
I ain't know
there's a
that.
magazine sitting right next to the left of where you were sitting,
I ain't
with
know
loaded
about
bullets
none
in
of
it.
that. I don't know about none of that.
Well, I am going to take your DNA, and I'm going to send that off to the lab too to get swabbed for DNA, and then it's going to come back at a later time. But if you've ever touched that firearm, your DNA will be on it.
All right.
Both Gavin and Mitchell were charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. On April 7th, 2023 in Orlando, Florida, officers responded to an apartment complex in reference to 2 intoxicated people asleep by the pool. Management had called because they had been unable to wake the 2 up. When the officers arrived, the individuals awoke and left the pool area to go back to their apartment. Several minutes later, the officers were called back to the apartment complex. The apartment manager stated that the female was in the leasing office being disorderly and refusing to leave. The officers arrived at the scene and engaged in a conversation with the woman. The officer advised the woman to leave the office and go back to her apartment. She replied that she wanted her mail, but the officer informed her he would arrest her if she did not leave.
To check my mail, see if I have packages. Valeria Pineda, 322.
Okay. They don't
That's
want
all
you
I
in
want.
here. So do you
I
understand?
live here.
But you don't live here. You live in an apartment.
That's
so my
perfectly
suggestion would be
fine.
for you to go to your apartment, okay?
And just not get my mail?
No, you have a right to your mail. Your mail will be here.
All I'm asking is Angel for my mail.
Okay, all I'm asking you to do is leave so I don't have to
And
arrest
all
you.
why would you arrest me for asking for my mail?
Because they don't want you in here. This is private
Why?
property. It's their property. It's not yours.
I'm just asking for mail.
I'm asking you to leave. So,
I'm just asking for
so
mail.
if you don't leave, I'm going to have to arrest you.
You
And it's not
can
worth
arrest me. I'm just asking for my mail.
One of the officers asked the employees if they wanted to press charges. The employees replied they would if she did not leave. The officers tried to explain that she could collect her mail the next day when she is sober. She kept arguing with the cops.
Okay.
You want to press charges if she doesn't leave?
Okay. Do you really want to go to jail for this?
I would just ask-
Do you really want to go to jail for this?
No, of course
Then
not.
leave. I'm asking. I can't beg
So
you.
I can't come to my leasing office for mail.
Not right now. Not till you sober
Not
up.
right now.
Till you sober up. Till you sober up.
I'm just asking.
You're just going to go to jail today. Okay?
Just go
Just
back
leave. Go home.
So,
And sleep.
come tomorrow morning,
Sure.
different story.
Yeah.
Why?
When you sober up.
You're not drunk.
Because I could leave. Just leave.
Can you give me a note of that?
No.
Why not?
Gosh, Lee, I just don't know how to put it any plainer. You're going to go to
I
jail.
just- no.
Have you been arrested before?
No.
You're fixing to be.
If you're drunk, you just leave and go home and sleep.
Despite the officer's best attempts, she refused to leave. The officers then proceeded to arrest her. They then again talked with the employees, then handcuffed the woman. The officers then escorted her to a police cruiser and placed her inside. Meanwhile, another officer took statements of the employees.
Because you won't leave, and I'm going to have to arrest you. And I don't want to.
I don't want you to
Gosh.
either.
Gosh, just...
Can I just get a perfectly written
No,
excuse
no.
for
You have
that?
written excuses.
No.
You're drunk.
You're
Okay,
drunk.
then unfortunately, I can't leave without
I ain't got time for this.
That's fine.
You guys want to press charges?
No.
You want to press charges?
Throw my keys.
I just want her to leave.
Okay, these are your options. Obviously, she doesn't want to listen. So, do you want to press charges? Huh? I'm going to need you to go to court. I'm going to need you to write a statement that you've asked this lady to leave 5 or 6 times like I have, and she'll go to jail. Okay.
That's a mistake. I just,
Okay.
that's incredible. Make $3,000 a month on that?
Yeah. Well, you just, yeah. Going to jail.
That's fine. That's all you're saying. That's not right.
All right.
That's incredible, man.
All right. Stand right here. Have a seat.
No,
Have a seat.
that's fine. No, take my fucking rights.
Have a
Fuck
seat.
that shit.
All right. Well, she's going to jail. You can bond her out for a couple hours.
I just don't want, I'm scared, you guys let her go, she's gonna come back down here and cause a ruckus after you leave too.
Yeah. So she wouldn't leave when we were here and put her in handcuffs. I don't know what she's going to do when we unhandcuff her and...
Right.
The woman suddenly started to throw a temper tantrum inside the cruiser. She again started to argue and kept saying she wanted her mail. The officer tried to calm her. He then explained the situation to another man.
Move. Move.
No.
Move.
No.
What the f are you doing?
Stay in here.
No! What are you
Quit.
arresting
You're
me
fixing
for?
to go to
What
jail
are
for
you
vandalism,
arresting?
too.
For what?
Because I asked you to leave, and the management asked you to leave.
I can leave to my apartment. I live here, man.
But you don't live in the office when we
I
ask you to
live
leave.
in the apartment.
Put your feet back in here.
I just want my mail. That's
your feet
all
back
I
in here.
want. I have a package coming from Amazon
Put your
that
feet back in
hasn't
here.
been delivered yet, and you're f***ing arresting me for it.
Yeah, you got yourself arrested.
No,
Put your feet in now.
no.
Put your feet in
I'll
now.
get my f***ing feet in. F*** you.
No, she's going to jail.
There is.
Sorry, I don't speak English so good, but sorry for that.
That's
but
okay.
It's drunk.
Yeah,
Can't.
I know she's drunk. But I asked her to leave 8 times. Leave the office. She would not leave the office. Now, who is he to you? Who is he to you?
He's my brother.
Okay, you need to take him away from me, okay? He's drunk too, before I have to put him in jail. I don't want to. I didn't want to put her in jail. But so take your brother, please leave.
Yeah. Hey.
She's gonna catch a charge for if she breaks anything.
She kept shouting at the officer when one of them sat inside the cruiser. She kept complaining about her mail. The cop then the other one about the woman's behavior. The other cop suggested that he would follow him to jail.
This is so f***ing unfair. I've been sitting on this side by every f***ing law. And one time I called even my pool drunk. So f***ing me, I still paid my rent. I listened to the law. All I wanted was my mail, man. I'm talking to you. I'm a human. I'm not a f***ing animal. I'm not a f***ing masochist that's killed 23 people with no f***ing remorse. I'm a human woman. It's dumb. I don't give a shit. You f***ing arrest me. Gosh, this f***ing country. And can I get my f***ing slipper back at the very least? Can I get my slipper back at the very least? On my right foot so I don't hurt my f***ing right foot so I don't have to go to the f***ing chiropractor. Can I get that, please?
I have it.
Please, no, can I get it on my right foot? Just like you want me out of the pool, can I get my right slipper on my right foot?
I'll give it to you when we get to jail.
No, I really want it now.
This isn't your world, dear.
This isn't your world either.
No.
We all were brought up by the same f***ing God.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm still rotting.
Is she still wilding out in there?
Oh, yeah.
You want me to follow you to jail?
If you want, you can.
The woman was charged with criminal trespass. While the woman decided that disobeying the cops were the best of ideas, our next individual thought throwing a temper tantrum was an even better idea. But before that, let's see what happens when someone falsely pulls a fire alarm, thinking there would be no consequences.
Get out of the car right now.
The next incident is caused by 29-year-old Jordan McGrath. On February 18th, 2023, in the city of Joliet, Illinois, police responded to a call about someone falsely pulling the fire alarm. They quickly located Jordan. He had locked himself inside a vehicle in the parking lot. Officers located Jordan and asked him to exit the vehicle. As he was uncooperative, one of the cops warned him that they would break the glass if he did not cooperate. A sergeant arrived at the scene and advised Jordan to comply.
Michelle was just dealing with this guy. Okay. Whining legs.
What's going on, man? What? Here, step outside the vehicle so I can talk to you. Look, man, step out.
We got disorderly conduct. We're gonna break the window and drag him out in a second. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Open the door. I'm breaking your window. You understand? All right. Art, this is Jordan. He's not a guest of the hotel. He was yesterday, and he pulled the alarm for some reason. Jordan, can I talk to you?
He said my name's Eric.
What is your name?
Eric.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, what is your name? I'm sorry? I am Sergeant Fanger with the Joliet Police Department. I need to speak to you. So, what's your name? I just told you, it's Sergeant Vandergrift.
Oh, my name is Eric.
Eric? All right, Eric, I need you to step out of the vehicle.
No.
Well, here's what's gonna happen. I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. Well, yeah, you are.
The sergeant again warned him that they would break the window to bring him out. The officer broke the back window. They quickly dragged him out of the vehicle. He was then handcuffed.
Well, you've got 1 minute before we break that window, and then we're going to arrest you. I'd prefer not to do damage to your car, but that's what we'll do. What's that?
No.
You gonna open the door now? So we're going to have to break the window. This is. I'm not asking for consent. It's going to happen. So this is going to be the last warning. Are you going to come out of the vehicle? All right. Do the back window. Pop the door.
Get out of the car right now. Yeah, I know. Come on. Don't grab my neck! Come on out of the car, dude. I got your shirt.
Jordan kept arguing with the officers. He suddenly claimed that their actions were illegal. They then began to search him for contraband. An officer also informed him that he would be facing felony charges.
I talked for car window, bro.
I talked to you for 5 minutes asking you to
You
open up
said
the
a
window.
minute. You gave me a minute. That was less than a minute. It's on the phone.
That's fine.
Show the judge.
See this? It's all been recorded the whole time.
Right. Without physical video? That's against the law. No. Your cam's not on. Right.
It is on.
Right.
Well, you are now under arrest for a class 4 felony for pulling the firearm. Yes, a felony.
On camera. Yes. Okay, Ronnie.
The officers then proceeded to escort him to a police cruiser. However, Jordan continued to be a nuisance and claimed that he could not walk. The officers were forced to drag him towards the cruiser.
All right, let's
Well,
go.
check on over here. I'm not sure what you think.
I can't.
Which car is this?
Very good, thank you.
420?
And he's got to be searched better.
Do you fall because I wasn't walking? Yeah. Right, where's the zip ties? Right here. 420.
While the officers continued to search him, he claimed that their actions were illegal. He again started to resist the cops when they tried to place him inside the cruiser. After a while, the officers were able to place him inside the cruiser.
The photo I... Come on, Eric. Eric! Jordan! Gabby! Come on. All right, my grace.
Jordan suddenly threw up inside the vehicle. The sergeant told the officers that their priority would be ensuring his well-being. An ambulance arrived at the scene to give Jordan medical attention. He continued to argue with the cops. He was then transported to the hospital.
Or just spitting. Yeah, he threw up. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the same. I want do me a favor, Mike.
Yes.
You will handle the tow. Okay. I'll make sure, I want to make sure that he's okay and his physical condition. He's throwing up. Sure. There's no wrong. Sure, we got fired. Make sure he doesn't get fired a hard time. We care about his physical. We care about his being number one. Me and Kenny will take care of this. Okay. You and Nick make sure he's okay. Fire should be back in route. If one of you has to go right in the ambulance with him, you guys flip the coin.
Absolutely. No, I don't want him in there. No choice, dude. I'm not arrested. You never read me my rights.
Okay, so if you're
my detainer arrested.
I told you that earlier. If you're handcuffed, a police officer has to come with us. That's the policy between the
That's
Joliet.
fine. That's the one that took my phone to. Ask your son. He's very cute. He forgot his makeup.
Are you Jordan?
I am.
Okay.
Jordan McGrath was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting a peace officer. As mentioned before, now we will see someone throwing a temper tantrum when getting arrested.
Marissa, stand up. Stand up. I'm holding you up, Marissa. Let's go.
The next incident revolves around a woman named Marissa. On October 22nd, 2022, in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, police were dispatched to a residence to deal with a dispute between a male and female. A solution was reached. Hours later, officers were again dispatched to the same location. Officers quickly located Marissa and inquired about what had happened. She tried to explain what had transpired. The officer tried to ask a few questions, but Marissa kept talking.
Hey, Marissa, what happened after last time we talked?
He just attacked me again.
Okay, tell me what happened.
The other officer said that we both live here, and he said I have a right to my house, and my aunt sent an Uber to the hospital. I have 3 more new injuries from this morning.
Okay.
And
what were those injuries from this morning?
he just threw all my papers, my stuff again. He just pushed me down on the ground, and that crazy lady came over here and tried to threaten me.
Okay.
And she's not in this. I told her I want her trespassed off my property.
Okay, listen.
And please
listen,
not
hey,
to threaten me.
Hey. I'm asking you calmly for a couple of questions, okay? Can you tell me what?
I'm not trying to be.
I know.
He had my shirt pulled up. He had my.
Marissa,
He had my.
I'm trying to help you calm down.
He had my
okay?
shirt. He had my
Can you
shirt.
go talk?
He had my shirt pulled up, and exposed me.
Okay.
After Marisa calmed down a little and stopped talking, the officer asked what was the nature of her injuries from the previous incident. She claimed that officers previously told her she could get into the house however she wanted to. The officer immediately doubted her statement.
Do you remember what I asked you for now?
No.
What's the nature of the injuries you got this morning? Can I see your paperwork from Sacred Heart?
Okay. I gotta think.
Okay. Okay, so when you arrived, tell me what happened to Marissa. You got an Uber here that your aunt bought you?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened when you got here?
And then I knocked on the door, and I could hear him in there, but he wouldn't open the door.
Okay.
And the other officer told me if I have to, if I have to get in the house, however I have to get in the house, then I do. And that's
well,
not
illegal. I can guarantee you that's not what the other officer told you. You can't break.
That is what the other officer told me.
Which officer?
The sheriff officer that brought me.
Okay, I'll call him and verify.
You can call him and verify. I'm not a liar. I swear.
Honestly, you've told me a lot of lies personally.
I have not told you a lot of lies. What lies have I told you? I don't even know you.
Okay.
Suddenly, Marisa started to become argumentative. She made the claim that the cops were protecting the man. The officer tried to make her cooperate with him. As she ignored his attempts, the officer went to talk to the man.
That I'm protected?
It's gotcha, Marissa. I'm keeping you safe.
No, make sure that it's pointed at me because I don't trust you now.
Marissa, it's pointed at you.
No, because you people have been attacking me, and you have been protecting this man.
What do you mean
who
by
has been
you
beating
people,
me up.
Marissa?
No, this is going to the media, okay? And this is done. You arrest him right now for assaulting me.
Marissa, how'd you try to get in the house?
Me. No, this is going to the media. I'm done. I'm a disabled woman. You're not going to tase me and you're not going to shoot me. I'm not going to be another Breonna Taylor and I'm not going to be another George Floyd. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting here with my legs crossed and I'm in director's view right now. So it's showing
Marissa,
you
I'm very
and
calmly
it's showing
trying
me.
to ask you questions.
No, you've traumatized me enough. You've traumatized me enough.
So how'd you try to get into the house, Marissa?
You've traumatized me enough. No, you've traumatized me enough. You can't do this to me.
Are you willing to talk to me, Marissa, or no?
You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. If you put your hands on me, please don't put your hands on me.
Officers were notified about a window Marisa broke. After a brief discussion, they decided to arrest her. They informed her that they will be arresting her. She instantly became agitated. The officers proceeded to handcuff her.
Please not approach me unless you have the officer approach me.
Yep, we're both coming up to you, Marissa.
Approach me and not touch me,
all right,
please.
Marissa, so just letting you know, we're going to take you into custody for domestic disorderly conduct, okay?
You
broke the window.
What about, no, the other officer told me that I could do that to get whatever I needed to do to get in my house, that it's my residence.
You can't damage
Call
property.
him.
Call him.
I didn't damage property. I was just trying to get in my own house.
Call
the other sheriff.
I tried.
Call the other sheriff.
Jimmy, I'm not going to
call the other sheriff.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, Marissa.
No, don't take my phone.
Don't resist, Marissa.
Don't take my phone.
We're going to keep your property safe.
I'm not resisting arrest.
Let's go.
I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting
Set the phone down, Marissa.
This is my property.
Put your arm behind
This is my property.
We'll take care of your property,
I'm not
Marissa.
resisting arrest.
All your property will go with you, Marissa, so don't worry about it.
We will keep you and your property safe.
This is wrong. You know this is wrong.
Hey, Marissa, these aren't too tight.
Officer Vang,
yeah?
you know this is wrong. Officer Vang, you know this is wrong. You know this is wrong. You know this is wrong what's being done to me.
The officer then began to escort her to a police cruiser. Marisa started to resist on the way. At one point, she went limp and laid on the ground, crying. The officers began to carry her into the cruiser. One of the officers then documented the damage Marisa had done. The man explained how she broke the window. Meanwhile, the other officer transported her to jail. On their way, Marisa started to throw a temper tantrum.
What did she use?
This is what she used. That rock is always over here.
Okay.
This is what she used.
All right. It's stressful. Very stressful.
Seeing her in handcuffs, you know.
Yeah.
I honestly care so much about her.
Yeah.
But
you know, and we try to, you know, help her calm down, but she was very, you know,
you can't calm her down.
Yeah, she's very.
You can't when she's like that. That is how she is.
You're evil. You're an evil man, and you're going to hell. You're racist.
William 140 headquarters. I'm en route to county. Can you notify them I'm going to need assistance in the heliport?
You're going to go to hell.
Why do you hate black people so much? I'm not even African, you asshole! Why did you let him do that to me? Why did you let him do that to me? Why? Why? I need answers! Why have your people done this to me? Why did you try to destroy my whole life?
Marisa was charged with domestic criminal damage to property, domestic disorderly conduct, resisting an officer. Her bond was set at $500. While Marisa decided to go limp, our next individual kept resisting all the way to the end.
I am, because I'm about to grab a hold of you and put you in handcuffs.
No.
Yeah.
You're not.
The last incident revolves around Samantha Glass. On March 10th, 2018, in Gilbert, Arizona, police received reports about a woman allegedly breaking into a truck. Officers soon arrived at the scene and located Samantha. The officer approached Samantha and initiated a conversation. He inquired about what she was doing with her ex-boyfriend's vehicle. He told her that they received reports about her. She did not give the officer a clear answer.
Hi, ma'am. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. What's your name? What's your name? I'm Chris.
I'm Sam.
Sam. I take it, Sam, that's your car out there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my boyfriend and my daughter to show up.
Is your boyfriend's truck the red one? So do you live here?
Well, we have two places separately.
So you don't live here. You live somewhere else? Okay. What were you doing to his truck?
Nothing.
Well, people were watching you. What were you doing?
What do you mean?
People were watching you over by his truck. That's why they called us. What were you doing?
I was trying to change my tire.
No, by his truck.
What are you talking about?
You heard me. So what were you doing?
No, I heard you, but
Okay.
you're saying
I
what
don't
you're
think
talking about.
just what I said. People were watching you over by your boyfriend's truck. What were you doing?
The officer told her that others believed that she was breaking into the vehicle. She claimed that her ex-boyfriend was there, but the officer refuted her claims. She became argumentative and decided to call her the owner of the vehicle.
Temper.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, because it looked like you were trying to break into his truck, so that's a problem.
Why would I have any reason to break into his truck when I'm my own vehicle?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to your vehicle over there.
He was trying to help me change my tire.
No, he wasn't here. You said you're waiting for him.
He is here.
Oh, where is he then?
And he went that way.
No, you were by yourself. People were watching you. People were watching you.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. What is your name? Samantha what? Ma'am, tell me your name. What's your last name? Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now then? I mean, is that what? Yeah, ma'am, ma'am, how about attempted vehicle burglary?
Hold on.
If you'd like, we can go there.
Hey, how about you hold on and I will get him on the phone right now.
Okay.
Okay.
She suddenly tried to leave, but the officer was able to grab her. She tried to resist, and the officer dropped her to the ground. He then apprehended her. Other officers also arrived at the scene. She kept resisting, but the officers quickly handcuffed her.
I am, because I'm about to grab a hold of you and put you in handcuffs.
No.
Yeah.
You're not. Not without.
No, you're not free to leave. You are not free to leave.
Nicholas!
The initial officer explained the chain of events to another officer. Samantha claimed that her jaw might have been broken. The officers told her that the fire department would look into her injuries. They then tried to escort her down the stairs.
All right, so she was being detained for potentially breaking into the red truck and then tried to leave, told her to stop. And there we are.
And then we need to try to nail down a statement for him.
It's my daughter's birthday.
We can have the fire department look at you.
Right now, without anyone. Right? Yeah. So let's get her down.
All right, here, sit up.
You don't.
Well,
Hey, bleeding all over the place.
She refused to cooperate with the officers. They had to drag her outside the building. Once outside, she sat beside the road. Samantha began to become hysterical. The cops then took her to a police cruiser and placed her inside.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's stand up.
Hey.
Stay right here.
See that you're all bloody.
Yeah.
Where is my daughter's
She's
dad?
right over here. She's sitting
Where's
down.
my baby?
She's sitting down. She's sitting down right over there. Relax. Okay.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
In the car.
Glass was arrested on suspicion of extreme DUI and failure to obey a police officer. She pleaded guilty to extreme DUI in May 2018. Court records show she was never charged with vehicle burglary. Samantha Glass later filed a lawsuit against the police department. She claims Gilbert Officer Christopher Robinson used unnecessary and unreasonable force as he attempted to detain her in connection with an alleged vehicle burglary. She alleges she sustained a mild traumatic brain injury from the arrest. According to the complaint filed in Arizona U.S. District Court last week, Glass is seeking damages, as well as medical expenses and attorney's fees.
Okay. You got nothing on you or anything?
No.
Okay.
Hold on. Am I under arrest?
Yes.
For what?
The next incident is caused by a woman. On January 21st, 2022, League City, Texas police officers were on patrol when a vehicle was observed with an obscured license plate. However, oftentimes, minor traffic violations like this lead to serious offenses. In this case, the driver was holding and attempted to ditch the substance while being processed into the local jail. The officer conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle. She informed her that she stopped her because the license plate was obscured. The officer then asked for her driver's license and other documentation. The woman told the officer that the vehicle belonged to her mother.
1252, copy track.
Go ahead.
Gonna be a 1300 block of State Highway 3 on an unreadable plate. It's gonna be a black Impala.
Clear.
No. Hello, Officer Martinez with the League City.
Alright.
Okay, you good?
No, I'm not. I thought you needed to switch lanes, so I got out of your way, and I put my blinker on, and
Right.
I'm going the speed limit.
Okay. So
what-
if you let me talk first.
Yeah.
So again, I'm Officer Martinez with the League City Police Department. The reason you're stopped is because your plate's unreadable. You have that your license plate light is out and it's blocking a number. That's why you got stopped.
Okay, so how much is that fee, or can I get off with a warning?
Well,
I'm just going to the library.
Okay. So step by step.
Show me where it is.
Stay in the car. We're not getting out yet. Can I get your driver's license, please? Yeah, insurance?
Yeah, I got insurance.
Okay.
This is not my vehicle.
It's not your car?
No.
Okay, whose car is it?
It's my mom's.
Your mom's? Okay.
And I'm only using it to go to the library.
Okay.
Because it's for my children.
Okay. So do you have insurance?
Yeah, we have insurance. Because of the light?
Yeah, so I don't know, I guess It came out and it's blocking the plate, so you can't read the plate fully.
The officer then checked the woman's background and found that she had a warrant. Another officer arrived at the scene. She then asked the woman to exit the vehicle. She immediately handcuffed her and escorted her to the police cruiser.
I'm gonna get her out and cuff her up. She's DWLIB. My camera? Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was already getting a little fussy with me, so. Okay. So, Sheriff, will you get out of the car for me?
Am I under arrest?
I'll let you know here in a second.
No, why would I get out the car if
Get
I'm
out the
under
car.
arrest?
Get out the car.
What happened?
Get out the car.
Okay.
Put your hands on the hood.
Okay.
You got nothing on you or anything?
No, no.
Okay.
Hold on. Am I under arrest?
Yes.
For what?
I'll tell you in a second.
What am
Don't
I?
move.
Hold on.
Relax. Hey.
I want to know what.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
Let me get my.
I'm going to tell you.
What am I under arrest for? That picture. No, because my purse got stolen.
So what do you need to do?
Just give me my card.
Card right there?
Yeah, that card.
Do you have a cell phone or anything?
No, but I would like to make a phone call or something.
Okay, you can make a phone call when we get there.
To the jail?
Yeah. They'll give you a phone call right after. Come on. Come on this way.
The officers then proceeded to search the vehicle. Meanwhile, who was seated in the police cruiser started complaining that the vehicle did not belong to her. Afterward, the officer transported the woman to jail.
Arrested a couple of years ago.
323.
That's impressive. Wow.
Arrested for reckless driving and for TWS.
My goodness. That's insane. I only know of one other person I've seen that.
Full figure, yes, sir.
That's fair.
Y'all don't have permission to search my car. It's not my car. Y'all have no permission to search vehicles. It's an illegal search. It's not my... Dude, this is... What are y'all looking for?
I don't know why she's being like that.
I would have gladly done it for you. I just don't want to
Yeah.
get in there and hurt. I left my camera up to the PD. She'd say I broke something, and here we go.
We're very close anyway.
What was she doing?
So I couldn't read her plate.
They're so fucking racist, dude.
And so I stopped her and
Last time I got it put on me, dude.
we changed lanes because I wanted to get behind her. So she changed lanes, so I waited and then flipped on the light. She's like, well, why'd you do that? And I said, first of all, can I speak? She's like, okay. She's like, I can barely afford this. I can barely do this. And I was like, okay. I was like, if you let me talk, I was like, we're not even in the process of talking about a ticket or warning. We're not even there yet.
Oh, fucking light? Because you couldn't see the plates? Seriously? Behind a fucking light? Y'all need to quit being racist, dude.
So she said she's going to the library for her kids.
Seriously, man.
Showed me a dental record that she can't afford for her kids, and I was just like, okay, it's tough out here.
I was only to use the car to go. A little bit loose.
Yeah, I'm about to take him off.
Please.
At the jail, the officers removed her handcuff and gave her a prison uniform. The officer suddenly noticed a questionable bag on the ground where the woman was standing. She checked the content and discovered contraband. She immediately informed the jail authority.
So how soon can I call my mom?
As soon as we get you changed out, you can call your mom. They'll give you, hold on. I don't want to cut you. They'll give you that chance to do that. Hold on.
See, this way. Yeah, because she's gonna have a fit.
You don't have any jewelry on you?
No.
I got that seat. Put up a Just go ahead and have a seat.
I saw it fall from somewhere on her body. It's probably so I'll let you know.
Okay.
Can I review the camera?
Yeah.
I saw something fall, but I just didn't know where.
Okay.
Thank you. No, ma'am, not today.
The woman was charged with contraband possession. For more chilling tales of criminals, hit the subscribe button.